In this video, I'm going to break down the absolute basics of investments. We call it time value of money. In other words, how much is some investment going to either be worth in the future, or how much will some future payoff be worth today? So, if you want to talk about present values and future values and interest rates at the most basic level, this is the place you want to be. Stick around and let's check it out. Hey, can I borrow 10 bucks? I forgot my wallet and the taco truck only takes cash. I'll pay you back when my tax refund arrives next spring. What's that? I'll have to pay you $11 if I don't pay you back until next year? Why do I have to repay you more than I'm borrowing? Oh, you were planning on putting that $10 into your portfolio, which earns on average 10% per year, so I'll have to pay you back as much as you would have had if you had just invested it instead of lending it to me. Never mind. I don't want tacos that badly. This example shows the concept of time value of money. When we think about money, we need to think about both the amount and the timing of the money. Money that is invested grows at a rate of return. We also call that rate an interest rate, or a growth rate, or the cost of capital. It might have a lot of names, but this percentage is used to calculate the interest or the growth that is added to your original principal over the duration of the investment. For a more obvious example, let me ask you, would you rather receive $100 today or $100 in 20 years? Well, since the $100 can grow, even at a small interest rate, say 1% per year, that $100 would be worth over $122 in 20 years. In fact, we would call the $122 the future value of the $100. Or conversely, the $100 is the present value of the $122. By the way, if you could earn 15% per year on that $100, it would be worth more than $1,600 in 20 years. As you can see, interest can add up and earn even more interest. We call that compounding. Given the choice, you always want the money sooner so you can invest and have even more in the future. The only exception to this is when interest rates are negative, which doesn't happen often, but has been happening more and more over the last few years, especially in Europe. But for the last 2,000 years or so, interest rates are historically positive, so sooner money is better. Let's make it a little more complex. Given that you make a constant 10% per year on your investments, would you rather receive $100 today or $120 in 2 years? If we look at the absolute value of the money, we would take the $120 in 2 years, but that would be wrong. However, if you took that $100 and invested it while reinvesting the $10 of interest you earned during the first year, your original $100 would earn $11 during the second year. Your investment would then be worth $110 after 1 year and then $121 after 2, assuming the interest compounds, which it usually does. Since $121 is better than $120, you'd be better off taking the $100 today and passing on the $120 in 2 years. Again, this assumes you can reinvest the interest from the first year and that you can earn a guaranteed 10% annual return on your investment. This is the power of compounding and the time value of money. In order to figure out how much money is worth in the future, or how much future money is worth today, we just need this simple formula. The future value of money is equal to the present value times 1 plus the interest rate for each period you're investing. We call the number of periods n to keep it generalizable. N can be any number, and you just plug in the duration of your investment to calculate the future value. Similarly, to calculate the present value of a future sum of money, just divide the future value by 1 plus the rate of return raised to the nth power, again where n is the number of periods that the money will be invested. This formula allows us to use the time value of money to determine which investments are worth more and which are worth less. Additionally, this formula and idea serve as the cornerstone of financial decisions and models.